Hey, good evening, everyone. It is the Thursday evening edition of Weather for Weather Geeks here on October the 22nd, 2015. Today, of course, was a cloudier day, but it didn't rain much. We had a couple of hundredths of an inch worth of rain in parts of Columbiana County. That was about it. Talk about the current weather in just a second. Let's talk about the past briefly, though. We're 3 weeks into October. Here's a look at the temperature anomalies across North America so far this October. And here locally, we're pretty close to average for the month. Not too far off average when you factor in all the days so far. The west has been warm. The east coast and parts of the southeast have been on the cool side. Interestingly, the pattern as we head into the winter and El Nino really starts to influence the pattern a lot, you're probably going to start to see this kind of reversing. We're going to start to see more cool anomalies out here, more warm anomalies out here. And of course, our winter forecast a week from tonight on 21 News at 11. Again, if you've been watching these videos for the past couple of days, I've been promoting that I'll probably do an online version, a Weather Geek version, if you will. Either earlier in the evening next Thursday or I might do it Wednesday evening. Weather dependent. Looks kind of busy weather-wise, middle of next week. Talk about that a little bit more in just a second. All right, at about 7:45 this evening, our clouds are trying to thin. We had a nice space station pass, but the clouds probably blocked it for many. A good pass of the International Space Station again tomorrow evening, coming a little before 7. I'll be sure and post about it on social media tomorrow. But the clearing skies off to the north will certainly work in for the overnight, and so we should have a pleasant night overall, though it is going to be quite a bit cooler than the last couple of nights. Our low last night was 60 degrees. All right, real quick look at Patricia. Let's see if we can bring this up on a different satellite view here. It's too far south to pick it up on this satellite. But Patricia is a strong hurricane just off the coast of Mexico, and this is going to bring not only big problems to Mexico, but this is also going to bring a lot of moisture up into Texas. Texas is just going to get slammed with a ton of rain over the next several days. And believe it or not, some of the moisture from that tropical system may get involved with our midweek weather. We will probably have a pretty strong area of low pressure middle of next week running up like this. Again, I'll show you the GFS model in just a second on that. Let's talk about the near term, though. As far as the temperatures this evening, you can see where our cool front is. Off to the north, it's cooling off into the 40s and 50s, and that air mass is sliding in for tonight. Tomorrow's a nice day. No problems for tomorrow. As we go to Saturday, this is our next chance for rain, and it's a better chance than what we had today. That's for sure. Let's have a look at the NAM model on Saturday. Here's first thing in the morning. We're dry to start on Saturday. If you want to rake the leaves in the morning or something, something else outdoors, you should be just fine. Our rain chances are going to start to ramp up as we get into the afternoon. Here's 2 p.m. Band of showers pushing in. Don't think there's going to be any thunder with this, but there will be some showers around. As we go towards late afternoon, again, showers here and there, and same idea for the evening. Here's our cold front at 11 p.m. Saturday evening. Another round of showers seems pretty likely along the front. And then as we wake up Sunday morning, the showers are gone. Now, the clouds won't be gone just yet. Sunday probably starts cloudy, but as you can see, the rain has pushed off to our south and east at this point. So, again, starting about 1, maybe 2 o'clock or so Saturday, will be fair game to see some rain right through Saturday evening. And Sunday is a cooler but drier day. I'm going to skip ahead then to the middle of next week then, and talk about this area of low pressure that's going to emerge from the southern plains. So let's back up a little bit here. Here's the 27th, the afternoon of the 27th, which would be Tuesday. GFS would have you believe that rain may be starting to approach. We've got a dry forecast Tuesday, but we do start to include the chance for rain Tuesday night. And then here's Wednesday. Windy day. Notice the isobars here packed tightly together. Showers around. Now, we're not going to take this model literally. We're looking at a lot of different models, but this is just the GFS. And the other models have a similar idea, although the timing and placement of things a little bit different. But no matter which way you slice it, tree stripping winds seem pretty likely for a time midweek. Our peak foliage season will come to an end as a lot of rain and winds will probably make a lot of trees pretty naked by this time late next week. So here's next Thursday, a week from today. Residual showers on the backside of that strong area of low pressure up here. Still windy. So definitely an autumnal storm. Little sneak peek at Halloween. Here's next Saturday, the 31st. Now the modeling has been all over the place. Yesterday I showed this. It showed a dry day under high pressure. Now the GFS has no high pressure around and has a front coming through with some rain showers. So, we're 9 days away from Halloween, so stay tuned on that. Still much fine tuning to be done with that forecast. Well, speaking of fine tuning, the longer range always involves some fine tuning, but let's speculate a little bit on the first week of November. This is the GFS Ensemble model up at 500 millibars or 18,000 feet. The blue color is indicative of cooler air masses, the oranges and reds, warmer air masses. Here's the first day of November. This is the morning, of course, that we actually fall back. Daylight saving time ends, and sunsets will be at around 5:15 on November 1st. This, to me, looks like a pretty ho-hum pattern. Got kind of a zonal flow across the U.S., no big ridges or troughs anywhere, so I would expect pretty seasonable weather on the first day of November. Then as we go into deeper into that first week, the GFS is advertising that some warmth will come east. This doesn't look like a real warm pattern, but we could, if this ends up being right, we could squeeze out a few above average days during that first week of November. And just for fun, here we go all the way out to 2 weeks, showing not much in the way of significant features across the U.S. The climate models have been advertising a warmer than average November. Now, as I mentioned last night on this video, the analogs, or in other words, the years that had similar setups to this year in the atmosphere and the oceans, meaning strong El Ninos, the average of all of those years actually point towards a cooler than average November by a small margin. So November's forecast is a little bit tough. I think in the end it'll probably be kind of a wash. It'll end up being kind of a typical November overall. All right, that is weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tonight on 21 News at 11. Have a great Thursday night.